Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. My dear students, welcome to your General English Language class. This is our 8th class. And as usual, today we're going to cover many actually enjoyable and entertaining topics like countable and non-countable, al-ma'dud wal-ghayr ma'dud, and the using of many, much, few, a few, little, etc. So also we have kind of a reading passage, and in this reading passage we're going to have kind of several questions about the passage itself, and we have a list of vocabulary. We're going to discuss it and together, okay? Please pay attention to my illustrations and explanations and examples as well, and that's to get as much as benefits as you can to do well in your final test. Today we're going to have a countable and uncountable, or what is called mass nouns. Mass nouns. Mass nouns اللي هي نفسها uncountable. لكن ركزوا لي على uncountable. Okay? There are two kinds of noun in English: countable, uncountable. The countable things you can count. They have singular and plural form, like 1 apple, 2 apples, 3 apples, 1 orange, 2 oranges, 3 oranges. While uncountable things you cannot count, they can't be plural. يعني ما بنقدر نجمعهم. مثل milk, we can't say milks. Or meat, we can't say meats. Butter, we can't say butters. We can't say waters. Okay? You can't pluralize the uncountable. So we have a good rule now here. Uncountable is always singular. والفعل اللي بيجي بعد uncountable الغير المعدود دائما بيكون مفرد. Okay? Some nouns can be countable or uncountable, but the meaning is different, like chocolate. Okay? Chocolate. We will talk about the countable or uncountable, or those nouns that can be countable or non-countable later on. Okay? So let us first focus on the countable and uncountable. In English, the distinction into countable and countable mass nouns is basic. لازم تميز ما بينهم. وهذا شيء أساسي. شيء basic. Countable nouns take definite and indefinite articles and admit plural form. لاحظوا الآن القاعدة كيف شملنا. تذكروا الdefinite والindefinite اللي هي الأ والآن والذا، وأيضا تأخذ إلها جمع. I would like to buy a book. لاحظوا book مفرد. شو أخذت؟ indefinite article. هو إذا countable noun أخذ indefinite article. Here is the book I've told you about. The book. لاحظوا definite article. Book is a noun. Countable noun. There are many books on the shelf. There are many books on the shelf. Books here is a plural. إذن هذا ثلاثة أمثلة shows us, 3 examples show us that the countable nouns can take definite and indefinite articles and admit the plural form. Okay? While uncountable, بينما uncountable غير معدود, nouns take 0 article. 0 article يعني ما إلها. 0 article, as well as definite and indefinite quantifiers. Quantifiers هلا حناخدها مثل some أو any. Okay? مثل some. Some هي definite, indefinite or definite quantifiers, but do not really admit a plural form. ما بتاخذ شكل الجمع. هذه أمثلة. There is wine on the table. This wine is sour. لاحظوا الwine اللي هو wine is sour. Please take some wine. ما حكينا some wines. هذا خطأ. Sometimes an uncountable noun like a bread can be reclassified as an uncountable noun, meaning type of a bread. So if you ask about the type, you can make it a plural. يعني bread هي في العادة bread هو في العادة غير معدود، لكن ممكن we can reclassify it as countable. ممكن نعتبرها معدود في حال إذا كنا بنحكي عن النوع، فبنحكي what breads have you got today? Okay? Here we go. We have some and an and some and any, the indefinite articles, and as well as the some and any. These are quantifiers. Okay. We have three different kind of sentences. We have affirmative, we have negative, and we have question. For example, we need an apple. We use an because apple is what? Apple is a countable noun. We need some apples. Some هي معناها بعض، والنون اللي بيجي بعد some لازم يكون جمع في حال إذا كان الكلمة countable. فلاحظوا أضفنا s apples، لكن we need some butter، ما حكينا butters. some milk، ما حكينا some milks، هذه خطأ. لماذا؟ Because butter and milk are uncountable، هم غير معدود. Is that clear? Okay. Let us move to the other sentence. We don't need a tomato. We don't need a tomato. Tomato, 2 tomatoes, 3 tomatoes, 4 tomatoes. Any tomatoes. We don't need any tomatoes. Any tomatoes. لاحظوا any دائما وسم هي نفس المعنى، لكن any تستخدم مع النيجاتيف عادة والصم مع البوزيتيف. وأقصد في النيجاتيف إنه في الجمل اللي فيها النفي، أوكي، أو السلبية، مفهوم السلبية. We don't need any tomatoes. We don't need some tomatoes. We are unfamiliar with that. So you should say we don't need any tomatoes. We don't need any rice, any sugar. لاحظوا any بيجي بعديها singular و plural. هنا أيضا بيجي بعديها countable و uncountable. Do we need a tomato? Do we need any tomatoes? Do we need a rice? Do we need any sugar? لاحظوا هنا ما أضفنا s ولا هنا لأنها countable. So we use a and an with singular countable nouns. With singular countable nouns. We use some with the plural countable nouns and uncountable nouns in sentences. بينما some نستخدمها مع plural countable nouns و uncountable nouns. We use any with the plural countable nouns, with the plural countable nouns and uncountable nouns in our question. We can also use some in a question to ask for and offerings. To ask for and offerings, like, can I have some coffee? Do we want some biscuits? So here we use some in the questions to ask for offerings, okay? How much and many? We use how much with uncountable nouns. we use how much with uncountable nouns. How much water do you drink? How much water do you drink? Water is uncountable, غير معدود. You can't count the water, right? However, we use how many with the plural countable nouns. How many students do you have? Students are countable. You can say 1 student, 2 students, 3 students, 4 students, 5 students, okay, and so on. Okay, let us see some possible answers to these both questions, to this one and this one. How much water do you drink? I drink a lot of water. Or you can say, I drink quite a lot. Or you can say, I don't drink much water, not much. Okay? I don't drink any water. I don't drink any water. You can say none or not many students. فلاحظوا many لما سألنا how many students do you have, the answer should not many students. ما بقدر أحكي not much students. لازم أحكي not many students. لما سألنا عن الwater, how much water do you drink, بحكي I drink a lot of water, quite a lot أو much, بس ما بحكي many water. لازم much water. Okay? Use of some, many, much, few, little with the countable and uncountable nouns. Would you like some apples? Would you like some water? لاحظوا هذه countable, هنا non-countable. هذه plural, هذه part of يعني جزئي. Glass of water. When I say some water, it means a glass of water. Okay? There are many things I would like to tell you. There are many things. لاحظوا many things جاءت جمع بعد many تستخدم مع المعدود. things معدود لأنه أضفناه لأس. وفي one thing, 2 things, 3 things, 4 things, things, okay? And I would like to tell you, okay, there is much trouble in this house. الجملة الثانية. There is, لاحظوا أيضا الفعل قبل ما ندخل في there is much trouble in the house. There are many things I would like to tell you. الفعل هو أيضا جمع. Okay? ولأنه استخدمنا many و things. أما هنا there is much trouble in this house. much جاء مع trouble. trouble غير معدود. much تستخدم مع غير المعدود. والفاعل لازم يكون مفرد لأنه uncountable must be a singular. It must be a singular. Okay? There are few people I can't trust. Sorry, there are few people I can't trust. لاحظوا few جاء بيدها people. There was little food in the fridge. Little food in the fridge. لاحظوا are few people. Was little food. لأنه هنا هذه غير معدود uncountable تأخذ little or was. خلينا نميز في note the difference between little, a little, few, a few في هذه الأشكال الأربعة. I have got a little money. أول شيء money حكينا إنه uncountable غير معدود. شو بتاخذ؟ little. okay? أو a little تأخذ little أو a little. هذه تستخدم مع non-countable. لكن ما هو الفرق ما بين little و a little؟ لما نحكي a little money معناته إيجابي. لاحظوا كيف الشكل بيضحك. لكن لو أحكي I have got little money شوي they are not enough. So here they are enough money little but enough، قليل لكن كافي. هنا not enough، قليل لكن غير كافي. I have got little money. أما اطلعوا على استخدامات few few تستخدم مع الcountable المعدود. أيضا في عندنا few إيجابي وفي a few إيجابي وفي عندنا few غير إيجابي. لاحظوا الجملة I have got a few friends. I've got a few friends. I have got a few friends. لاحظوا الشكل مبتسم، إذن قليل لكن كافي. هنا I have got few friends، قليل لكن غير كافي. إذن هذه الاختلافات ما بين little و a little، few a few، many و much، هذول بدي تميزوا بيناتهم لأنه في الامتحان جاي أسئلة فيهم. أوكي، طيب الآن السؤال كيف ممكن نتميز ما بين الكاونتبل والنون كاونتبل؟ في هناك عدة طرق حنحكي فيها، لكن بشكل مختصر الطريقة الأولى حنخصص لها محاضرة معينة في الحكي عن الكاونتبل، لكن أنتم مطالبين بهذه الأشياء سوف. القضية الأولى هي النون كاونتبل. كل الأشياء في اللغة الإنجليزية في العادة كاونتبل ما عدا الأشياء اللي مثل السوائل، أوكي، أو الأشياء اللي مثل abstract ideas. شو يعني abstract ideas؟ اللي هي الأفكار أو الأشياء الغير ملموسة، أوكي، مثل إيش؟ مثل freedom، مثل love، hate، أوكي، مثل information، مثل كلمة knowledge اللي هي المعرفة، أوكي، أيضا مثل كلمة suppression الظلم. So all of these are abstract ideas. طبعا في هناك أمثلة كثيرة. هذه نعتبرها ما إلها جمع، واحد. اثنين نعتبرها non-countable، ما إلها جمع ولا تستخدم مع indefinite articles، لا تستخدم مع الأه ولا الآن. أيضا شو كمان ممكن يكون في uncountable؟ مثل أشياء السوائل، مثل الزيت، المي، water، juice، milk، tea، coffee. هذه كاملة شو بنحكي عنهم؟ سوائل، اوكي، هذه ما إلها أي جمع. فهذه مجموعتين صغيرات لكن هن مستخدمات بشكل كبير. ما يميزنا ما بين هل البيبل معدود ولا ما غير معدود؟ معدود طبعا، البيبل معدود، people. Okay, you can count them. The abstract ideas and all the liquids are non-countable. أيضا الأسماء، أسماء العلم، ما بقدر أحكي عمارز. الأسماء لا تجمع ولا تضاف إلها indefinite articles. Nouns, proper nouns. Okay? Using many, much, few, little, some, several. Page 195 in your book. Many, few, several, some. Used before countable nouns. هذا كلياتهم مثل ما حكينا. هذا يعني several معناها some. كاملة تستخدم مع قبل countable nouns. Countable nouns that can be singular and plural مثل boy, car, door, page, girl, houses, etc. much a little لاحظوا a few بنستخدمها مع الcountable مقابلها a little و little نستخدمها مع non-countable many تستخدم مع الcountable much مع non-countable and some تستخدم في كلتا الحالتين used before countable nouns non-countable nouns sorry non-countable nouns that do not have singular or plural forms like sugar, water, snow, money, food, milk. هلا money is singular. You can't say money is خطأ. لكن ممكن تحكي مثلا dollar تجمعها تحكي $2. هذه العملة ممكن تجمع العملات. الكرنسيز اللي هم العملات شمالهم countable ممكن تحكي 1 dinar 2 dinars 3 dinars 4 dinars 1 riyal 2 riyals 3 riyals 4 riyals okay and each and very used before singular nouns تذكروا هذه الأشياء ما قبل singular nouns اللي هي الأسماء المفردة any use in negative and questions تستخدم في negative some we use it when you offer something do you want some coffee okay do you want some tea okay let us have kind of a short exercise about this have you got any money yes I have got have you got any money yes I have got some money ممكن تحكي have you got money envelopes no I have got just few or just a few هنا ممكن تحكي just a little لأنه هي بحكي لك إنه معك مصاري بقول لي yes money طبعا non-countable شو نستخدم little أو a little حكى لك yes معناته إيجابي تحكي a little لو قال no I have not got okay I have got a little إذا حكى no I have got little بدون a have you got many envelopes no I have got just a few لو حكيت a few معناته positive لكن هي حكى no معناته لازم few تكون negative ليش few مش little لأنه envelopes جمع does your friend speak English yes he speaks them do you want sugar in your coffee yes I would like some coffee we are going away for few days or a few days and days هي جمع عفوا days هي countable أيضا countable يكون جمع يأخذ جمع okay do the rest of these by yourself at home okay here is much and many حكينا much تستخدم مع الcountable وmany تستخدم والعكس many تستخدم مع الcountable وmuch تستخدم مع non-countable do you drink much coffee I stay at home most of the time I don't go out much I have because I stay at home most of the time I don't go out much I have seen many films how many photos did you take how many photos did you take photos ليش استخدمنا many هنا وهنا لأنه فيها s وهي countable do you eat much chocolate okay so let us move now from the that's our enjoyable countable and non-countable class to the vocabulary previewing okay and you can find these on page 107 110 and 113 okay we have 4 categories nouns Nouns, we start with evidence. Evidence means a proof, الدليل. Hormone, psychologist. Psychologist, the person who is interested in psychology. علم النفس, نفساني. Emotions, عواطف. Symbols, رموز. Vision, هي picture ممكن تيجي أو رؤية. Logic, المنطق. Reason, السبب أو المنطق أيضا. Opinions, معناته point of view. Your point of view, your opinion. الرأي. So all of these are nouns. So let's move to the verb category. Wonder. You're wondering about something. You're مستغرب أو متعجب من شغلة أو متسائل أو تتساءل عنها. Fix, to repair. يصلح. Repair. Happen معناته occur يحدث. Wish, hope يتمنى. Travel يسافر. Realize يدرك. يدرك و make sense. We use it like, does that make sense? مفهوم. Okay, this is mostly used like this. Does that make sense? Does it make sense? منطقي مفهوم. أما الصفات awake صاحن, anxious قلق, familiar مألوف, complicated معقد. Adverbs however على كل حال. Okay, so these are only translations or almost literal translations. Let us use them in sentences. خلينا نستخدمهم في لأنه حفظ الكلمات بهذه الطريقة فقط إنجليزي عربي is not useful. ما فيها فائدة كبيرة. أهم شيء, you should know how to use these words in sentences. That's why I'm having such exercise. That's why we should have exercise for vocabulary. Okay? Fill in the following blank space with the most appropriate answer. E, A, B, C, or D. Okay? خلينا نعبي الفراغات الآن مع بعضنا. To ask oneself and think means. To ask oneself and think. To ask someone. أنها wonder. حكينا عنها. هي بمعنى wonder. Has the same meaning as a proof. الدليل. معناها evidence. ممكن هيك في الامتحان تيجيكو إلها نفس المعنى أو مناقضها the opposing meaning. فبدي تعرفوا هذه التمارين تعيدوا عليها مرة ومرتين وثلاث وأربعة. مش بس هذه التمارين, أيضا الفوكابيولاري exercises اللي أخذناهم من قبل مهمين جدا, لأنه في الامتحان بيكون هناك قسم كبير من الكلمات, حوالي 20 كلمة من الأشياء اللي أخذناهم داخلين أو أكثر أو أقل. فلذلك من الواجب عليكم أنكم تعرفوا هذه الكلمات أول بأول. The word has a meaning as chemical that helps us to grow is hormone. A chemical that helps us to grow, للنمو. To grow معناها ينمو. The same meaning as nevertheless. أخذناها الادverb الوحيد اللي هو however. Something we use to refer to another thing is a symbol, a رمز. Something we use to refer to another thing. نستخدم الرجوع لأشياء ثانية. Okay? يعني هو رمز شيء ثاني. Is the opposite of sleeping. Awake is opposite of sleeping. Let us do also these together. Wishes means dreams. Has the same meaning as repair, معناها يصلح, to fix. The word that has the same meaning as a reason is season, basic, purpose, question. It is. Okay, so this one is, you do it by yourself. It's a homework. So the word that has the same meaning as reason is question, purpose, basic, season. I will refer this to you. and the rest of these you do it by yourself, okay? Because I have done 8 of them, and you should do the rest of them, okay? Good. Okay, we have today also our passage is talking about sleeping, and naum. خلينا نقرأ together. Many people wonder, why do we sleep? Why do we dream? They ask themselves the purpose or reason. There are many theories or opinions about this, but scientists do not know if these ideas are correct. One theory of sleep says that during the day, we need to sleep to make new chemicals and repair or fix our bodies. This theory is called repair theory. One piece of evidence for this theory is that our bodies produce more of growth hormone while we sleep. Another theory, and هي theory معناها النظرية, is that the purpose of sleeping is to dream. Dreaming occurs only during one stage or period of sleep. Rapid eye movement, it's called rapid eye movement, REM, rapid eye movement sleep. REM sleep occurs about 90 minutes and lasts for about 20 minutes. Some scientists believes that REM sleep help us to remember things, but others do not believe and do not agree. So we had 2 actually different opinions about sleeping. Some of them, they say we sleep just to make this chemical hormone to grow, okay, because we have a hormone produce some growth hormones while sleeping. So this is the benefit of sleeping, to have a growth hormone. Others say that we sleep to dream, to have dreams. Okay, so some people, they agree and some others disagree. The underlying pronoun themselves refers to, let us go back. They ask themselves, who? The people, right? Themselves here refers to the many people. So the answer is many people. The underlying pronoun, this line, to, refers to, okay, there are many theories or opinion about this. This refers to what? The theories, many people, scientists, purpose of sleeping, of dreaming and sleeping. So we are talking about purpose of dreaming and sleeping. Who don't know if these ideas are correct or not? Who don't know? The scientists. Why do we sleep according to repair theory? To dream, to fix or repair our bodies, to take rest, to have our friends sleep, and that is to fix and repair our bodies. The underlined word evidence, line 6, means proof, chemicals, dream, repair. It means proof. How long does REM sleep last? 20 minutes, the whole night, 90 minutes, and 20 minutes. If we go back, it says that here it says that sleep occurs about 90 minutes and lasts for 20 minutes. So occurs about 90 minutes and lasts for about 20. So it lasts for about 20 minutes, okay? How many theories about sleep and dream are in the passage? There's 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. So there are 2 theories. The first theory is about repair theory. The second one is about REM theory, okay? What does REM sleep help us to do? Help us to dream, help us to remember things, help us to make chemicals, help us to last for a long time. Okay, let's go back. It says that some scientists believe that REM sleep help us to remember things. Okay, so the answer is help us to remember things. The underlined word occurs means happens. يحدث. The underlined word others, let's go back and see others refers to what? Right here. But others, so some scientists believe, but others do not believe. So it refers to some scientists. So here we go. We have answered the whole questions related to our last passage about sleeping. Here we have also kind of some examples how to use many, much, few, little, some, several, etc. on page 195. And do you remember the countable and uncountable? So here's a sample question about it. Let us do some of them, okay? Just some of them. Okay, let us start. I was very hungry. I ate food. Food first. أول شيء هيك لازم تحله في الامتحان. آلية الحل. Food is non-countable. Non-countable يعني غير معدود. Many ما بزبط لأنه many تأخذ معدود. Little ممكن. Much ممكن. A few مش ممكن. لأنه few و many تستخدم مع المعدود. الآن كم بقي عندي؟ خيارين. I was very hungry. I ate much food. بمعنى a lot of food. بينما little بيكون شوي. اوكي بس هو hungry لازم ياكل شوي لازم ياكل كثير. Number 2. Students will pass the test. It's very easy. أول شيء students countable ولا uncountable? Countable. كل هذول few some و a few و many تستخدم مع countable. Okay. Few students will pass the test. It's very easy. Okay, very easy سهل جدا. Few a few معناتها قليل. فشو لازم نعمل؟ وsome تدل على إنه بعضها بعض الطلاب لكن هي العديد من الطلبة will pass the test. It's very easy. Okay. إذن حسب السياق أيضا. Fortunately, people died in the terrible accident. Fortunately, لحسن الحظ. Okay, people, many people, هو الحكي لحسن الحظ. إذا مش لحسن الحظ. إذا هي مش many ولا some. هي few. لو حكي a few معناتها قليل كافي. لكن هو قليل غير كافي. لأنه حكى fortunately لحسن الحظ. وحسن الحظ لا يقترن مع الموت. اوكي لا يقابل مع الموت. فكان هناك الجواب a few حسب السياق. اوكي وحكينا لحسن الحظ الكثير من الناس ماتوا. This is inhuman. اوكي هذا inhuman. He was very happy. He won money in the project. Money is countable. ما بتاخذ لا money ولا بتاخذ a few. He was very happy. He won money in the project. حكينا little إلها معنى قليل غير كافي لكن هو كان سعيد إذا لازم تاخذ much a lot. Okay هو كان فرحان سعيد من إنه he was very happy. Okay student should have the textbook. Okay, many, some, every, all the students have the textbooks. Again, all of you should have the textbook. Okay, well, you should do actually the rest of these by yourself, please. Hopefully that you have enjoyed our class tonight, or actually it's not tonight, today about countable and uncountable, and also how to make a question. The use of many, much, few, little, some, several, and so on. and actually the passage about sleeping, and the answers and the vocabulary, the questions and the answers and the vocabulary about the passage itself. Please do all of these tonight or today, as much at the time you finish your other stuff. Just start doing them this day. Thank you so much for listening. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.